Hello my nerdlings. If you're new here, my name is Nikki. Welcome to my channel where we get nerdy. Alright, so I decided let's switch it up a little bit. And we're going to do a little bit of a Q&A while I stuff Christmas cards. At family get-togethers, I like to give out Christmas cards to my aunts, uncles, and cousins. And I have a picture of the boys that I plan on putting in it. Can we just talk about how stinking cute? Come on, focus. It's not going to focus. How stinking cute this picture is of my three boys. This is Nikolai. This is Quincy, and that's Leon. So, just going to be just stuffing them now. I'll worry about writing, love Nicole and Clifton, Nick, Q, and Leon later. And I'm not worrying about putting the ones that I am mailing out. I'm not worrying about their addresses today. So I've got the Grinch, Buddy the Elf, and Baby Yoda. So I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to stuff these, and I'm going to talk to y'all while I do it. I have 14 questions here. Some of them are book related, some of them are Christmas related. And we're just going to go through the list. So, question number 1. Who is my favorite author? This is hard because initially I think Edgar Allan Poe. He has been my favorite author for a long ass time. I have always loved his work. However, because he's not putting out anything new, I feel bad saying he's my favorite. So I would have to say he's my favorite all time. My favorite living. That would probably have to be a toss-up between Susan Dennard, because obviously I absolutely love the Witchland series. Oh, we lost an ornament. And Rick Riordan, because, I've also obviously read a lot of his work. So, what was reading like for you when you were growing up? So when I was younger, I actually never learned to read until I was in 4th grade. It took one of the kids in my class getting upset that I always took over the audiobook station during silent reading time, and that they didn't get a chance to use it, that my teacher realized I didn't know how to read. So, they got me what I needed in order to learn to read. And when I did, I just took off and I read everything. When I think it wasn't even 2 years later that I had started reading Poe either. I started Poe, I remember reading A Child Called It in 6th grade. So, it didn't take long, but once I got it, I got it, Do you have any great book-related memories? So, one of my favorite memories is when it was my Grammy and Grampy Baker. For a couple years, they would take me on my birthday to Barnes & Noble. Grammy would give me a $50 bill, which that was a big deal, to a little kid. And I could get whatever I wanted in the store. And the only requirement was I had to bring something home to my brother. And my brother wasn't much of a reader. So I would buy him the cheapest video game magazine I could find, and then spend the rest of it on myself. And my Grammy was a Barnes & Noble member, so we got the 10% off too, so that was also really cool. I remember that really well when I was younger. Let's see. What is your favorite Christmas movie? Kid and adult. So adult, my favorite Christmas movie is probably The Last Holiday? It's got Rachel McAdams in it. No, it's The Family Stone. The Family Stone is what that one was. That has to be my favorite for adult. For kid, my favorite kid Christmas movie is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. The old claymations they used to make, where it's got the Meister Burger and no more toys, and yeah, put one foot in front of the other. Yeah, that's my favorite kid Christmas movies. What was Christmas like for you as a kid? So Christmas when I was a kid, sometime in December we would have my dad's family Christmas, and with that was a gift swap where we would draw names, we'd buy for somebody, and that's when Nana would give presents to all of us. And Nana always made knitted slippers and mittens for us all. It was either slippers or socks. And so there was that. And then Christmas Eve was always, we went out to Grammy and Grampy Baker's house and had a meal and brought home our presents, because Grampy didn't believe in opening presents before Christmas. And Christmas morning, my parents did not like being woken up early. So what we would do was I would get my stocking and I would take it in my room, and I had my stocking until my parents woke up, if I woke up before them. And there was a couple years where we would leave. We actually did Christmas on Christmas Eve, so that Christmas morning we could spend Christmas morning with my parents' friend, that she was a single mom of like 5 kids, and we spend Christmas morning with them. Like, of course, when I was younger, I hated that. Like, it felt like their Christmas was more important than ours. But now as an adult, it's like, whatever. I just know that I won't do that to my kids. Oh, my phone went to sleep. Do you have any Christmas ideas you want to implement next year? So, one thing I do really want to do next year for my boys is I want to do up their rooms. I don't want to just have the main areas of the house decorated. Like, I want to make their rooms special, which I've already talked to them. And Nikolai, I asked them, like, what's your favorite Christmas character? Like, is it Santa? Is it elves? Is it gnomes? Is it snowmen? Gingerbread? You know, what do you like decoration-wise? And Nikolai said nutcrackers, which I did not expect. And Quincy said Santa Claus. So as I'm going this year, like finding stuff on clearance and whatnot, I'm picking up things to do for them in their room for decoration-wise. I can tell you right now, it's really, really hard to find a Santa Claus comforter for Quincy's bed, or any type of like Santa Claus blanket. Nikolai already has a full-size snowflake blanket that's blue, that matches blue flannel sheets that my mom gave him. So I'm just gonna leave that as is, and I will just work the nutcrackers in around that. But Quincy doesn't have flannel sheets or, you know, a nice big warm Christmas comforter. So I'm going to work on that for next year, finding those. Like, Amazon has a crap ton of duvet covers, but I don't have duvets. I just have comforters. What is your favorite holiday treat or meal? So my favorite holiday treat would probably cocoa, maybe. Like, I love hot cocoa a lot, but like, I did have some of this pumpkin roll cake my aunt made. It was my first time having it this year, and it was really flipping good. And so now I need to figure out how Auntie Brenda makes it, because that's going to be a new thing for me for sure. Meal. Every Christmas morning we do cinnamon rolls. So I have to say I do like that. But my husband will also make chicken Alfredo stuffed shells. Like, online, every time you look it up, they use red sauce in the pan. We don't. We use Alfredo sauce, and his Alfredo sauce is from scratch, so that's what's nice. Do you have any fun booktube plans for next year? Nope. I'm just trying to think of plans for Vlogmas. I haven't thought of next year yet. Leon, what are you yelling about? I have feelings too. Don't yell at me. It's not nice. So I don't have any like big plans. Like, I'm obviously gonna do my typical TBRs and stuff. Maybe I'll do more themed vlogs where, you know, I read specific books for specific reasons. Maybe, I don't know, participate in more readathons. There's a lot to choose from. Who are your favorite booktubers? My favorite booktubers are Jimmy Nuts, Library of Alexandria, Literature Science Alliance, The Nerdy Narrative, Gavin. How to Train Your Gavin is, oh my gosh, he is a riot. I absolutely love him. And I love him discovering manga. Like, what I wouldn't give for Gavin to read Bleach or Naruto. But right now he's working on One Piece, so I totally understand. Like, he's a little swamped. And well, that went a lot faster than expected. All of the cards are filled except these 4. I have 4 extra. Really, Leon? What are your favorite non-bookish videos? So when I watch YouTube, if I'm not watching book-related content, I like watching Christmas Decorate With Me, or Ari Katarina, who she cleans for free. And it's just super satisfying watching her cleaning. And my husband and I watch Solo Renekton Only, or Zwag, which I will mention all of these channels in my description bar. Oh, other favorite booktubers. I can't believe Jade from JD Ray Reads. Can't forget her. Wow. And Steph from Steph Loves. Can you share your favorite holiday recipe? So something that I always make every holiday season is pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, and I will make sure that I put the recipe in the description below. I will make a Google PD, like a Google Doc, and give access to it. That's my favorite recipe to make. And when there are Christmas get-togethers, that's what I'm made to bring. Like, I'm not allowed to bring anything else. I'm only ever allowed to bring pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. So that's kind of like the Nicole dish. Number 12. What is one tradition you wish you started with your kids? Probably Advents. I don't do Advent calendars. Sometimes they seem to be a waste. Hi, bud. Hi. Nikolai's homesick from school today. Like, I just don't see the quality in doing some of the like pre-made ones, and I don't have the time to go out and like find 25 little tchotchkes to wrap up. So I wish I had started Advents, but I wish I wasn't picky at the same time. What is your favorite Christmas carols? So I'm going to do adult and kid. My favorite adult Christmas carol is the main Christmas song. I'll leave that link down below. Obviously, not everyone's going to identify with it because it's a main song, but I love that one. My favorite kid one is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. And it's been that for a long, long time. What is one book you are for sure reading next year, no matter what? This is the last question. One book I am for sure picking up no matter what. Oh, that's tough. Really, Leon? You telling me stories? I'm probably going to say Song of Achilles or Circe. I do know that I'm getting Song of Achilles for Christmas because I wrap all my Christmas presents. So I think I've put them off long enough. Like, I need to read them. I am obviously a huge fan of mythology retellings with Rick Riordan. So now I want to dabble in adult ones. So for sure, next year, I'm picking up either the Song of Achilles or Circe. So this is my little Q&A. Comment down below some of your answers to these questions. I will list all of the questions out in the description bar. So, but remember, until next time, you are loved and you are valid.